Alrighty, Tiffany. Can you see us? We just went with the YouTube live instead of StreamYard since I can't seem to figure it out. All right, anybody there? All right, anybody there? Let's turn this down. All right, anybody there? Let's see. All right, she's here. All right, good. Oof. I am. All right, guys, girls, everybody.
Everybody.
Thanks for joining us. This is Nuts. We tried to set up StreamYard and all that good stuff, but didn't work out the way we thought it would. So we're just going to go with good old YouTube for now. Hello, Mud Mascara Tiffany. So glad you're here. Out and about with Sam I Am. Hello. Heather Lanscrum. I know that you're not in here quite yet, but I'm hoping that you will pop up shortly. Tiffany, can you go back in and tell them to come over here? I don't know how to drop the link. Repeat yourself on repeat. Okay. All right. Okay. We were having technical difficulties, everybody. So Tiffany with Mud Mascara is one of my moderators. She's going back into the other live that we tried to open up through StreamYard, and it just wasn't happening. So we're going to try this way instead. All right, out and about with Sam I Am. How are you doing today? I'm going to try to follow along in the chat on my other phone until I get used to knowing how to do all this. Oh, thank you, Tiffany, for doing that. All right, Tiffany, I believe, just done that for us. Out and about with Sam I Am. What is your first name? Is it Sam or is it something else? Hi, Heather. So glad you're here. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I'm computer goofy. I'm learning. Tiffany's helping. Mark says hello. He is on his phone as well. We're trying to keep up with the chat and learn how to do all this lovely stuff.
Second live. Second one.
Second one. So it's just taking us a little time to learn.
I think the first one might have been better, huh?
And we're probably going to do it at 7 from now on, but we're playing with all the different functions and the things. So we're going to be in here, try to get in here a little early so we can learn some of this stuff. Hello, Lynn the Okie. Thanks for joining us. We're just, as I was telling the ones that are in here already, we're just trying to learn. We opened up in StreamYard first and then went out. So it has been a nightmare trying to figure this out, but we will. And it'll come natural to us before too long. So we'll just go with it like that. All right, guys. And I have a messed up computer. So you'll see me probably reaching over to the screen because I have problems with the computer as well. But I know this is the only way that we can actually do the live stream is on either the phone or the computer. So
one day at a time, folks. 1 minute at a time.
Right. All right. Heather, is there anything you want to say to us tonight? Any questions you have for us? this is a live tonight. I just want to kind of get to know everybody a little bit better. So we'll just chat back and forth a little, get to know one another. So if you have a question for Mark or I, just let us know and we'll try to answer it to the best of our knowledge. Unless it's really embarrassing, then we might just plead the fifth.
Hi, Heather.
So we really appreciate Tiffany with Mud Mascara for modding for us tonight,
Yes.
and for Heather. We truthfully thank y'all for coming in and helping out because we need it. I don't think anybody's above help, but we appreciate y'all for being patient. I am Jean.
I'm
and
Mark.
This is Mark. And Lynn, thank you for that, because we're just like babbling idiots right now.
Hello, Lynn. How you doing?
Thanks for joining us, Lynn.
So we, like we said, this is our second live, and we really enjoyed the last one. So I'm hoping this one goes down pretty good. Thank everybody for coming. And just to tell you a little bit about myself is I am an accomplished carpenter. I'm also an accomplished plumber. I'm very handy with my hands. Pretty much can build anything out of my head. So I recently went back into the plumbing world, where my original career was plumbing. So now I'm back into the plumbing business, and I am, let's just say, I'm back in the dirt. Literally. I would say something else, but you can read between the lines what I'm doing. So I am in the process of getting my journeyman's card back. It's been 10 years since I tested, and I have to go back and retest. So no big deal. So that's a little bit about myself. I do like to fish. I like to hunt. I like riding 4-wheelers. I like being in the woods. I really just love being in the woods. I love going in the woods and just like, hey, there's nobody here. Perfect. I can stay here all day, all night, all year, the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, I can't stay in the woods that much and do what I like because, we got bills. So that's a little bit about me.
You're right, Sam. I am. It's a crappy job.
Oh,
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
And guys, Tiffany and Heather, I believe, are dropping y'all's links. It looks like in the chat. So go check each other out. I believe in community. I really am thankful that everybody is so community minded and that we can help each other out. So check each other out and like, subscribe, share, do whatever. If you really like their content, share them out. Tell other people about them. And we'll just work together, guys.
So Lynn wants to know how we came up with our channel name. Well, it went back and forth a few times, the names. And I'm the one that wanted to start a channel, and I've procrastinated. I'm like, oh, I want to do this. And I really think we should do this with our farm and just show people the love of our animals and what we love to do. And, just show people the love and bring happiness to people. And I just procrastinated for like 7 months, almost a year. And I came home one day. She's, oh, yeah, I created a channel. I was like, okay, what you named it? And at first it was like Funny Farm or something, but there's too many people.
Yeah, there were way too many funny farms.
Yeah.
So I prayed about it, and I was like, God, what do we call this? And I was just cleaning the house, and I sing that little song one day at a time, all the time, to myself. And I was like, that's it, one day at a time. So, because that's one of our little mottos, we do things together and do life together one day at a time. Every day we're doing life together one day at a time.
Yep. And Sam, thank you for your service.
Absolutely.
Retired U.S. Marine. Yes, indeed. Simplify. Yep. Hotel maintenance. Awesome. Hey, you got any questions? I love talking about construction. I really do. Enjoyed it. Still enjoy it. there's some problems in the plumbing industry right now with laborers and helpers. Can't find anybody that really wants to get on a shovel and work nowadays. But so that puts me on a shovel and doing all of it pretty much. You know.
Thank you, Tiffany, for saying that's a perfect name.
Yes.
And Heather, I love to do arts and crafts. I love to fish, just like you do, and I love being outdoors. So we do live in a camper converted to a tiny home, and we spend a lot of time outside. When it's really hot like it is, we don't spend a whole lot of time outside. I find things to do inside at that time. So we thank y'all. Please don't forget, like Tiffany is saying in the chat, to hit the thumbs up. I try to do that when I come in, so I don't forget when I go out. And I'm doing that right now on my own phone.
You're very
on my
welcome,
own
Sam.
personal phone. That is awesome, Sam. Not enough people appreciate what y'all have done for our country, and we are so thankful
Yes.
that you are willing to put your life on the line for us. And we can't thank you enough for that. And it's sad that our government doesn't take care of y'all the way that they should. And I'm sorry about that.
So where everybody's from, we're from Mississippi, a little town called Poplarville, Mississippi. Originally, I grew up, well, I was born in New Orleans, and originally my parents and that moved me to the country, which we call the South Shore of the Lake Pontchartrain. And I grew up in a little small town with, 20 years ago was nothing but woods. And that's where I learned my hunting, fishing, and trapping skills, and just being a all-out boy in the woods. And that's why we moved up here, because we was kind of stuck in the city for a little while, and me and her is like, now we can't do it no more. So we moved up here. It's all woods, and it's just, I would say, a little slice of heaven here. You do see wild hogs and pigs, deer
and
raccoons running around, quail, you name it. It's where I want to be. And prayerfully one day we might want a 200-acre farm. The Lord says the same.
Absolutely.
So that's one of my dreams, is to have a bigger farm and just be a farmer.
Hey, Miss Rita. So
Hi,
glad
Miss Rita.
you could join us. Sam, that is good that you're retiring for good. And I think your little dog, Miss Daisy, is so adorable. And the camper life's not bad. People think it is, but it's not really bad. I really enjoy it. I can do without all that other stuff, because that's all it is a bunch of stuff. So
Muddy Mascara, North Carolina. Oh no, Georgia. Oh, cool.
Georgia.
In the mountains.
I love Georgia.
Love the mountains.
Love Georgia. Never know, Tiffany. We might be moving up there by y'all one day. I want to go more mountain kind of, but not too cold. I don't like extreme cold.
I love the cold.
Well, we're just going to have to.
You can always put clothes on.
We can agree to disagree. We can go midways up.
It was 100 degrees today, and it felt like 115. I mean, I'm ready for some cold.
Lynn, you're from Oklahoma. That makes sense. Lynn the Okie.
I love Oklahoma. It's
it's beautiful up there. I thought about Oklahoma as well.
Oh, wow. Foothills of Blue Ridge Mountains. Wow.
Oh, wow. I bet you that's gorgeous.
That's yes, indeed.
Absolutely. So, as our channel, as you watch our channel, we have several different things on there, but mostly animals. I like to try to give tips. Today, I just started doing a tiny, I forget what I called it, tiny Living Tuesdays or something like that, to show people how to organize and do different things. On Tuesdays, I'll try to make that my day during the day to make videos about storage and how to live in tiny spaces. And in that particular video, we have like lots of things that we buy bulk, and then I break it down and I put it into smaller things, baskets, things like that, where it's manageable on a day-to-day basis, and just try to show people how you can do that, because some people don't know how to organize. So in tiny spaces, and somebody that might be thinking about moving to a camper or a tiny home, it might help them. So Miss Rita, you are from the foothills of Ozarks in
Ozark.
West Central Arkansas.
Oh, wow.
I love Arkansas as well.
That's another beautiful.
That is awesome. And then
We got Joe and Jamie.
hi, Joe and Jenny.
Hello, how y'all
Joni.
doing?
It's nice to have y'all here. We appreciate y'all coming in tonight. We're doing a live to try to get to know y'all and y'all us a little bit better. We thank y'all so much for coming in. If y'all have any questions, like I said earlier, that is not too embarrassing. We'll try to answer it. Otherwise, we'll plead the fifth. So if you have any questions for us, we're trying to get to know each other, like where you from. What is y'all's channel about, Joe and Jenny, since I've not seen you before?
And I'm Mark, Gene.
Yeah, Mark and Jean.
One day at
Sorry.
a time. 1 minute at a time. I should have named it 1 second.
We do a lot of animal care around here. We love our animals, but we do some cooking on the videos. I do some first aid, animal first aid, things like that. Anything that might help somebody, I try to throw out there. If I'm doing it and I think, well, this might help somebody, I try to make a video about it.
I just like making videos. I mean,
He likes playing with the critters.
If I could video at work, I would. I'd like strap a GoPro to my chest and show y'all digging and plumbing and some of the tanks I got to get in and all that baloney. I mean, if I could, but I can't do it at work. Now, obviously, the boss wouldn't. Yeah, they might not like that. But anyway.
Oh, hold on. Here. All right, guys. I lost y'all for a second.
So if I could, I mean, I'll video going fishing. I might make a couple hunting videos. You know, I'll have to see. Because I'm trying to get us a GoPro 11. I think that's what I need anyway. So working on that, trying to get a GoPro 11 so we can, you know, make some more fishing videos and hunting videos and all that stuff. So we're working on that. Even
oh, this thing is driving me crazy. Excuse me, God. All right.
So even some of the construction videos and stuff that
I'm not even going to touch the screen.
I believe I did one video like changing the bush hog blades. I was kind of fighting them, and then I said no. So I went and bought a big impact, a 3/4 inch air impact, and it took me like 2 seconds to finally get them off. So I like just showing people, hey, if you're fighting this, go get this tool. It's going to make life easier. So that's all some of the stuff I like doing. Very hands-on, and I pretty much stay with grease and that on me 24/7. Well, I'm cleaning right now in that bath. Shower, what do you want to call it? Shower.
Well, Joe and Jenny, that is pretty cool. I'd love to like see the museum tour. So after we get off of here tonight, I am going to go subscribe. Go check y'all out, should I say, and then more than likely I will subscribe, because I love museum tours, especially like in the videos from the Philippines and stuff. I think that would be awesome. And
Philippines, awesome.
They live in southwest corner of Missouri State.
Yeah.
And then your wife is from the Philippines.
Awesome.
Well, that is awesome. So, Miss Rita, are you still in here? If so, tell us what you did today on your channel, Miss Rita. I love watching Miss Rita. She does quilting and canning and all sorts of fun things on the tractor with her husband. Lots of fun stuff.
That's life.
Hey, Adventures of Kenny and Debbie.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Thanks for coming in.
She said she did nothing on her channel today.
Okay.
She probably relaxed to that. Yeah.
Well, that's good that you need to take it easy. Miss Rita likes to do lives as well, and she has a lot of ladies jump in there, and it's just so cute. It's like they visiting while she's cooking or doing her little live. So y'all check out Miss Rita at Rita's Roost. You can tomatoes. Very good. You be canning tomatoes for a while, Miss Rita.
Well, hi, Kenny. I'm Mark, and
And I'm Jean.
Jean. Nice to meet you, and I'm glad you're here.
Yep. And tell us a little bit about yourselves, Mr. Kenny and Debbie. If you like Mark and I, sometimes I'll be in the chats and Mark will be doing something else. So if it's just one of y'all here, that's okay too. And I like that y'all are saying hi to one another.
Yeah.
Guys, just check each other's channels out. I know the mods are dropping links for us,
Stream,
and I appreciate that.
Museum.
And
cool. Very nice.
Huh? Oh wow, awesome! We have a new premiere coming out for the Stream Train Museum. Awesome! I'd love to go see that, so I am going to check y'all out. I'm not good at multitasking on the computer right now because the screen is broken. So my cat's knocked my laptop down and broke the corner off, so I can't. It's a touch screen. I can't touch it without it going somewhere else. So I've got to be very careful. I'm trying to read the chat from my phone.
Let's just stress the point that we have cats, not one cat, not two cats. I think we have like 22 cats. Oh, 26 cats. So we have 26 cats on the farm.
But we rescue plenty.
Yeah, we don't have any rodent problems or bug problems or anything like that. They do their work, but we love every one of them. Every one of them has a different personality. It's so weird to see cat from cat just love you in a different way, or they don't. I mean, most of them. I mean, they want to be all want to be inside with us, and we let one or two of them sleep with us, but most of them are farm cats, born in the alley cats, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, we have some cats, and we have 7 goats, 60-something chickens. And we have a Berkshire, 2 pigs,
3 pigs, but 1 is a Juliana pig.
Well, yeah,
that's my baby.
That's a pet. But the other 2 are pets too. But eventually they're gonna be breeders, so we can make more piggies to sell and to do other things with. Hint, hint. But anyway, I like bacon. Really like bacon. So that's Cookie and Peanut. If you watch our videos, when you see me playing
pets
with Cookie and Peanut, they're pets, but they also are breeders. And Cookie is the sow, and Peanut is the boar. You know.
Hey, Tamara and David, thank you for coming in.
So Cookie's the female.
We had technical difficulties earlier.
Is the male, and we're their pets. We're gonna just make them 2 pets, but they will at one point make the bacon on the other side. If you get my drift. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, the bacon.
I'm going to headbutt you in a minute like them goats. Out and about with Sam I Am. That's awesome. He said he was a son of the Revolution and son of Confederacy. Somebody in his family has fought in every war.
Wow.
That we've ever had since 1775.
Wow.
And then himself in 5 different wars. That's incredible.
Hello, Heartland.
Hey, that's Tamara and David with Heartland.
Yes. How y'all doing?
With Dink and Chink. We appreciate y'all coming in. My name is spelled Jean, Miss Lynn. Jean. Most guys spell their name with a G, and girls usually with a J. But you do have exceptions.
Oh, excuse me.
So, Tamara and David, not sure who's in here right now, if both of y'all are or just one of you, but tell everybody something about your channel that you would want to, why you would want people to visit your channel. I will go first because they have little videos with sunflowers and sometimes family moments, and they got the most beautiful sunflowers. And then a cat, their cat named Shadow the Cat, the neighborhood cat. What else can you tell us, Tamara? Or Tank, whatever you'd want us to call you.
She said, no, Tink is the word.
No, Dink is at work.
Tink is that
Yeah.
word, sorry. Yeah, the sunflowers are beautiful.
They really are. I love.
Hey, we grew
looking at
some,
them.
what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? And them things are just
Beautiful.
Man. I was kind of lazy this year at the garden. I'm not going to lie. We just got so busy with everything else. So I was kind of lazy with the garden.
That's kind of what goes on with us, Tamara. Whatever comes up most of the time. I mean, we show the animals, but we do have other things, whatever comes up.
Yes.
Is your son's name Jean, Miss Lynn, or is it another name that somebody didn't spell correctly? I have a son named Dylan, and throughout his school and everything, they couldn't get it right. It was Dillan, Dylan, and everybody wanted to spell it Dyllan, Dyllan, Dillon, Dillon. So they just couldn't get it right.
Sam, I am. Yes, I like to cook too, and I actually got a smoker for my brother. I have a flat grill, and I'm just going to get set up for when it starts cooling off. I'm going to smoke some briskets. I'm going to do some whole, hogs.
Okay, Miss Lynn.
We're going to do some wild game on the smoker. So when it starts cooling off, look forward to we're going to do some videos of I like my beef and all that good stuff in pork. So we're going to do some videos of some smoked pork and stuff. So yes, I like to cook. I like watching people cook.
Yeah, and I love that you like to find the medicine and stuff like that in the woods. That's awesome.
Yes.
And I know Tiffany likes to smoke stuff.
Yeah.
Because she talks about it a lot, and that's awesome.
Smoking everything is good. Good for the soul. That's soul food. Yes, indeed.
That's good, Tamara. I can't wait for that day to see y'all's lives and stuff. And then thank you so much for the share out,
Yes.
Joe and Jenny. Ooh, I bet you them patty pan stuffed and smoked were so good. That sounds so good.
Yeah, just stop it. Yeah.
Yeah. We
Too bad you live that far away.
I was gonna make wings tonight, but I had a very, very busy day and it kind of got away from me. So the wings got put back in the refrigerator, and I had Mark pick up pizza on his way home.
Yeah, we cheated.
We don't like doing that, but we didn't have time to do anything else.
We cheated.
We have a 14-year-old grandson we're raising that likes to eat. So I just told Mark, please pick up pizza. I don't have time to do anything.
Miss Lynn said that Bubba smokes all kinds of food. Yes, indeed.
I wish I could get rid of this little heart that is on my phone at the bottom. I don't like having that pop up, and I don't know how to get rid of it. It drives me nuts. It covers up some of the words when I'm trying to read the chat. So I appreciate the little hearts,
growing boys.
but I don't know how to get rid of them.
Yes, indeed. He's definitely growing. He went from this little bitty thing a couple years ago, and now he's like, oh boy. A gallon of milk a day. Put it that way.
Almost, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you let him, he will just.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is very hard to cook on live nights for sure. We're learning that.
He's like, people, go give me some more milk, man.
And then Joe and Jenny's journey. That's awesome. Y'all part of a Philippine community. Y'all go check them out, please. Can you drop their link, or did you already? I'm sorry. Hello, Miss D with D, Homestead in the Woods with D. Miss D is a wonderful lady. You definitely go check her out, guys. She helped me break my fear of getting on live. She had me on her
I
live,
just deep.
and I was a nervous wreck, but she talked me through it, and that's the only reason I'm here today, because I thought I was going to have a nervous breakdown just getting on her live. But I don't like being in front of the camera. I don't mind talking to gigantic audiences, but I have like a stage fright thing. So it helps me to be able to look at the phone and read the chat instead of looking into the camera, because I don't like looking at myself.
Yes, Sarah, them boys, they like to eat. Well, I like to eat too, so I can't.
All
I
right,
can't
Miss
really
D,
say
thank
nothing.
you. Thanks for popping in. You so sweet, Miss D.
Naturals.
So y'all have 7 granddaughters and 1 grandson.
Wow.
Tamara, that's awesome. We have a
She has 5 siblings too.
big mixed family. Excuse me.
They
from
mix too. They aggregate.
divorces and things like that throughout. And so whoever came into the family, the new family with the grandkids, I consider them my grandkids as well,
Yeah.
because I'm never ever going to make a child feel unloved or unwanted. So they're going to be a part of our family, and whether the relationship works out or not. And I make sure to tell the parents this: the kids are always going to be welcome, and they'll always be a part of me loving them no matter what, because children just need to be loved, guys. So if y'all see me wiggling around a whole lot, I do have back problems, so it's very hard for me to get comfortable. I don't sit much, so I'm wiggling quite often.
Heartland said girls are harder. I don't know. I've never raised a girl.
They are.
And I'm not a girl,
I
so
agree.
I don't know.
I agree with that.
She's raised girls.
I agree.
I will.
They hit 12 years old, they holy nightmares. They think they own your house and everything in it.
Well,
and can tell you how to do stuff.
That 6-year-old granddaughter we have acts like that when she comes over here. You can't take her to
Oh,
store.
thank you, Heather, for giving us a shout out. That's awesome.
She'll make you spend $100 at Walmart quick, like on candy,
Oh yeah.
and do it with a smile on her face and be like, "Okay, people."
Yeah. And give you a look like, don't say no, because I'm going to get this.
Yeah.
And Meemaw's not so nice when it comes to in the store, because I love them and I love spoiling them, but not too much, because
Heartland has 2 grandbabies.
I don't want them thinking that they're entitled, because we are living in an entitled society and generation right now, where these children think that somebody owes them something. And I let them know real quick, nope, nobody owes you anything. You got to make your way in this world, because what happens if something happens to one of us? You know what I mean? The parents or the grandparents that are raising these kids, where are they at then? If they used to somebody giving them handouts constantly, they don't know how to fend for themselves. So I'm not so nice in the department of just spoiling the mess out of them.
Yeah.
I spoil them in a lot of ways, but I'm not just going to spend a bunch of money and buy them everything they want, because I don't think that's healthy.
Thank you, Heather, for the shout out. That's
Absolutely.
very, very nice of you.
Hello, Kicking It Country.
Kicking It Country.
So glad y'all here.
How you doing?
First time I see y'all, I believe. Y'all wasn't in last week, correct? I don't believe.
I don't know. I don't remember. So my name's Mark.
And I'm Jean. It's
Jean.
nice to meet y'all.
One day at a time, homestead.
I'm writing down everybody that looks new to me, so I can make sure I can go and check out your links after. My mods are dropping links in the chat, so y'all check each other out if you don't mind. I'm all about promoting community and everybody helping everybody. So I think I would have just to disagree with that. Lynn the Okie, I have 3 daughters and 2 granddaughters, 2 grandsons, and the boys were the easiest. Yeah, I must have missed Miss Lynn's.
Yeah, I missed
Someone in my family said raising girls is easier than raising boys. Not that I've ever seen. And I have sisters and nieces and everybody that has little girls, and they're just like, these girls are a challenge. And they can be. I mean, you have exceptions. Sometimes you just have a really nice exception to the rule, and you have a really great girl.
So, Kicking It Country, where are y'all from? And let's give a little information on your channel.
All right. While they doing that, out and about with Sam I Am says he has 4 grown kids, 2 grandkids. They all live in Oregon and Virginia. The reason for the camper van, and I'd like to see Niagara Falls before
Awesome.
Joe Biden turns
Oh,
the water off.
Don't get me started.
Yep, you're right about that. I'm not going to say any more about the last part of that because I don't want to get too political.
Oh, yeah,
But
it's funny.
that's awesome that you can go visit your grandbabies and spend time with them. And I'd love to see the Niagara Falls as
Oh,
well.
Miss Gillen Farms in here. Hello.
Hey, Christine.
That was an awesome sandwich you made.
Yes, it was.
Fried green tomatoes with bacon.
If y'all want to see how to make a fried green tomato sandwich with bacon, go check out Christine at Miss Gillum Farms.
I got some bacon growing outside.
I was licking my eyebrows when she was making that sandwich. I was like, man, that looks good because I love bacon and I also love fried green tomatoes. So I know it'd be an awesome combination. And Tiffany at Mud Mascara made a jalapeno poppers with the bacon and stuff in it sandwich.
Oh, wow.
Y'all go watch Tiffany at Mud Mascara and watch her girly sandwich that's a lot of people saying is not so girly because it's got peppers in it, but us girls eat peppers too.
Yeah.
And I love the jalapeno popper, so I know that would be amazing.
Oh.
8 grandsons.
Oh, wow.
Wow. I have, we've married, I personally have the children. We've been married for almost 12 years. I have grown children and grandchildren. Mark's never had his own children. So when he met me, I had 3 grown children. Don't look at me like that. I had 3 grown children and I was raising a grandson. Dallas was just barely 3 years old when we got together.
Little big thing.
And my second grandson from my youngest daughter was born and he was only 2 months old when we got together. So he's been peepaw to all the grandbabies most of their life. All of them except for Dallas, 3 years old, like I said, and Nathaniel, my second grandson, which he's been grandpa to him the whole time. He was only 2 months old, so he didn't know the difference.
Okay, Kicking It Country is from Western. I'm sorry, I got tongue tied. I've been in the heat all day.
Western North Carolina. 2 boys, 1 playing high school football.
Awesome.
And the other's playing middle school football.
Awesome.
That is awesome. I certainly hope they don't have them practicing in this mess. I don't know when football season starts and practice, but this is some hot weather and I couldn't do it.
Oh, wow. Pastor.
And Heather has 2 nephews. That's awesome.
19 years of marriage. Awesome. Kicking It Country.
Very good.
Yes, that is sweet.
That's awesome. I'm so glad that you're a pastor and your wife and I are high school sweethearts, celebrating 19 years of marriage this month. Well, happy anniversary, guys. That is so wonderful.
Yes, that is wonderful.
All right.
So you got Gillen Farms, yes.
Let's
see.
Just trying to read the chat, guys, so we can
happy anniversary.
Answer any questions.
72. Kicking It Country, not that bad. Well, that's a whole lot better than what I just got out of.
Yeah, it was like
100
probably
degrees
100 degrees today.
temperature, and it felt like
Yeah.
115 in the shade. And I was on a septic tank redo in the sun. It didn't smell good.
Yeah, I bet. So my children, I have the 3. The first one's a girl, middle one's a boy, last one's a girl. The first daughter has 4 children. I'm raising one of them, which is Dallas, and he is 14. He'll be 15 in December. The second child has 2 children, but his ex-wife had remarried, and she has, her husband has 1 child from a previous marriage, and then they have 1 together. So I have 4 from them. And then the third child has just 1 son. And then my daughter, the first daughter, divorced her husband, and he is with someone else, and she has 3 children, 2 girls and a boy. And we've pretty much adopted them as well.
Are you confused yet? Because I'm confused. I'm confused.
Since I'm from upstate South Carolina, I might want to visit Kicking It Country's church. That would be awesome. Out and about with Sam I Am. I'm sure they would love that. Yeah, Christine said that's some rough weather to work in.
Oh, is it?
I thought about buying one of those little umbrella hat things to wear up here that you put a little hat on.
And
Could you see him outside with that on?
that wouldn't work.
I'd love to be there with a videotape watching him shoveling poop.
We've got to move way too fast and glue pipe. And
with his little umbrella hat and get him some suspenders. That would be really cute.
The company really gives us a couple hours to do, we get 10 call outs a day, 10 or sometimes more than that on a plumbing van. So we got to be moving. It's no fun. You're moving. You're gluing pipe together, or you're fixing somebody's toilet. It's not. But most of the time we're outside fixing somebody's drain line that's clogged up because somebody flushed a load of baby wipes the night before. Like today, somebody flushed a load of baby wipes and they ruined the whole system. Yep.
So Tamra, which is with Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank. Dink is David, and they're a melded family. Dink and I has a daughter. That's good. And then out and about with Sam I Am. I'm 55 miles south of Asheville, North Carolina. I can throw a rock from South Carolina to North Carolina.
Oh, that's cool.
That is really cool. And you have a daughter too, Tamra. Okay. Wow. Kicking It Country. So busy with the ball. Football, basketball, baseball. It keeps them out of trouble. Yeah. That's the one really good thing about sports. I think it's overrated some as grown-ups. Get involved with it when it becomes, like anything else, when it takes too much of that person's time as a grown-up and it doesn't become a family event, it becomes a separation of the family.
Yeah.
So that's never good.
So we got.
But let's see.
Corner Clubhouse.
Hello, Corner Clubhouse, Cobalt. Nice that
Hello.
you're here.
Yes.
So glad
I'm Mark. This is Gene.
Yep.
Nice
Hi.
to meet you.
We're just trying to get to know everybody in here. You probably have seen people from chats because I've seen you and I've watched your lives. So tell us something about yourself.
His name is Mark also. How about that? I don't mean to be Mark.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Tell us something about yourself, Mark, from Corner Cobalt, Clubhouse Cobalt. I can't say it. Text something in the chat to let us know something about your channel that might bring people to your channel. Kicking It Country, Sam I Am. We're about the same distance from Asheville. We're in Avery County, close to Grandfather Mountain. That's awesome. Maybe y'all can get together and meet up. That would really be cool. So, not much of a sports fan except baseball, Miss Lynn. I'm not a real huge sports fan either. My children did play ball and stuff because I did keep them busy with that as well to try to keep them out of trouble. So anybody here want to tell a little something more about their channel, a good reason why somebody might want to come check them out instead of them just going over there. Maybe tell us a little something about your channel that would, whet our appetite to come really check you out and really see what you're about.
So the other Mark says they can have a variety of content. That's cool. I like variety.
And that's
Us
what
too.
we do as well. We have the farm animals, but we do cooking, we do organizing, we do just a variety of different things. Whatever flies by the seat of our pants for that day, that's what we do.
But this deer season, there will be some pretty nice deer hunting videos. Hopefully, if it all works out.
Unless he makes me mad and I shoot him out of the tree stand. No, I'm just kidding.
I hope not.
I'm just teasing.
Really don't have that long. I mean, about 8 weeks. Both seasons will be in full swing.
That's awesome that you already kind of know Lynn from Lynn the Okie, Kicking It Country. Did I get your first name, Kicking It Country?
Yes, Miss Christine says they have 2 channels, starting an outdoor channel in the next couple of weeks. Awesome.
Oh, wow.
I'll be looking for that. Love your channels.
Christine has Gillum Farms, her and her husband, and I love watching
What's her husband's name?
their content. Johnny,
that's right.
Johnny and Christine
Love Johnny.
nice content. I love watching their cows and him going to the cow auction.
October the 1st, opening day.
It's really cool.
Yes. Can't wait. I hope we get some cool air to come in.
When's our opening day? Have you checked it out yet?
It's somewhere around October the 1st to 15th, but both season opens like September.
Hey, Eagle Trekker.
15th,
So glad you're here.
Something like that.
I'm Jean, and this is Mark. Nice
How you
for
doing?
you to
Nice
join
to meet
us. And let's see. Just trying to keep up with the chat too. The live stuff is not, I've been in other people's chat and stuff a lot, but I haven't. This is only our second live. So we're learning how to do all this. And that's one reason I want to try to get to know people that are in the live, because I would love for y'all to come back. We're going to try to do this every Tuesday night
at 7. We're going to move.
It's probably going to be 7, and then if
I need more time to get home.
It may be 8. I'm not 100% sure. I just don't want to step on any toes, especially of friends that I really like to watch as well. I know that we're going to step on some toes, but we are trying to get what's best for our schedule and the moderators and things like that. And yes, Christine, you are a moderator. Just so you know, I did put you in there as well.
Yes.
So thank you, Christine, for saying we're doing great. That makes us feel good, because this is totally out of my comfort zone. Like I said, I could talk in front of a whole coliseum of people and not be bothered by it. But to get on stage or on camera, it really makes me a nervous wreck. I don't like it.
Sam,
but I'm learning.
Yeah, man, do you live, man. We'll be there for you. Do it. Do you live.
Yeah, great.
Do it.
Yes. And then I tried to get in on the StreamYard. Tiffany with Mud Mascara is helping me. I'm just kind of, going through crash course, trying to get that and merge it with YouTube and Nightbot. I think I just tried to jump in too fast with all of it at one time. So I'm like, I'm just going back to just regular old live streaming from YouTube and go with that. And then we'll just add the other stuff in when Tiffany teaches me how to use it. So I just wanted to be able to, instead of the moderators having to do all the work, I was hoping that Nightbot would get in there and drop the links for you guys, but it is what it is. So we'll just go from there. But in StreamYard, Sam, you can do split screens and have people that you're comfortable with up on your panel with you, if that would make you feel better about doing a live. Instead of just going for the gusto. I mean, Mark was supposed to be here last week. He wasn't. And I'm like, oh my goodness,
Well,
I got to do this
I
live.
have an hour and a half drive.
I know, but I thought he would be here, and then I was like, I got to do this. It's scheduled. I have to do this. So I just jumped right in and I did it.
Yeah, it's a long
I'm in New Mexico this week.
Yeah, New
Christine,
Mexico.
you go, girl.
That's cool.
All right, good deal.
Oh, Kicking It Country. Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Shooting the Fat.
All right.
100 live stream. Wow, that's a lot of live streams. That's awesome.
Wow, very good. And thank y'all. Thank you for saying we're doing great. Did I miss your name, Kicking It Country? I know sometimes this moves up and I don't really see every comment. I'm trying to keep up.
Keep sunny and warm here. It's hot here, fellas.
It is hot.
It's hot. I don't like complaining about what God gives us for his weather, but can you turn it down a little bit, please?
Yeah.
Just grab the dial and just kind of,
dial it back a little.
5 degrees.
Yeah. But I guess it is what it is, and we'll just take what we're given.
Yeah.
And go from there. Scott, good deal. Scott Hicks. All right, Joe and Jenny's journey. I'm sure it's Joe and Jenny. So, if your first name is different than that, because sometimes even though you have a channel name or something, it's not always your first name.
Miss Gill informs that she's been late due to work too, but Johnny got help. That's awesome.
Yeah, Jesse does a great job too, and I think that's great with Jesse and Lisa with Lazy Days Ahead. They are an awesome couple, and if you haven't, check their channel out as well. And Tiffany, if you can, drop their link as well for Lazy Days Ahead. Great people to get to know, guys. They do little giveaways. They have a lot of fun. I love watching them.
Rain has washed a lot of dirt out. We need some rain bad here. Our grass is just, I'm not even trying to cut it because it's like dry. It breaks off. It won't even cut.
Yeah, I told him, just leave it be. I'll let the goats out and let them eat it. And then, guys, on Thursday nights, if you're not busy, our friends over at the Thursday night Homestead Hangout would love for y'all to check them out and go hang out with them in their live. I'm hoping I get this right. We have Gillum Farms at 5. At 6 o'clock, we have White Rock Homestead. At 7 o'clock, we have Muddin' for Nothing. At 8 o'clock, we have 9 Acres Family Farm. And at 9 o'clock, we have Kettle Kitchen. I love their lineup. They're so much fun. Every one of them do something a little different. And it's really fun to follow them along, follow their channels, follow their lives. So if y'all can on Thursday nights, follow them from 5 all the way up to 9, guys. And you won't be sorry. It's fun.
Yes, Miss Christine, we need rain for our goats and just to get our little pastures that we created for them is just dying off. So very hard to keep the grass alive for them. So that means we got to buy hay, which costs them a lot more, as you know, if you're raising cattle.
Yeah. Hey, Bert Window.
Costs more money.
So glad you're here.
Hey, how you doing?
My alien friend.
Yeah.
Good deal, Miss
You got the lineup correct. How about that? You wrote that down, didn't you? She wrote it down.
All right. Thank y'all for coming in, Tamara, with Heartland Headquarters, HQ. We thank y'all for coming in.
Bye. Thank you.
And y'all have a great night. Oh, good, Eagle Trekker. I have seen you in their chats as well because I've said hello to you as well. So they're a great bunch. So Mod Father Jesse and I are starting a band called Mod Father and the Podcasters. That's awesome. Is that for real? Out and about with Sam I Am? If so, that'd be really cool. And then Waters Family Homestead. Welcome. So glad y'all could make it tonight.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Mark, and this is Gene.
Yeah, they know who we are. We know
Okay.
who they are.
All right.
But welcome so much. Thank you so much for coming in. Oh, wow. My sister Rochelle finally made it in. So glad you're here, Rochelle.
Look at that. Hi, Rochelle.
Say hi to my sister Rochelle, everybody. We're not leaving quite yet. We're going to stay on a little while if everybody wants to hang out with us, because the first portion we
She messed it up.
messed up because we tried to do StreamYard instead of just YouTube Live, and I messed it up good. Mark had nothing to do with the
I was just
technical
sitting here
thing.
laughing.
Yeah, he was laughing at me while I'm having a nervous breakdown.
I was on there trying to say, hey, she's messing up.
While Tiffany is in the background calling me, trying to help me walk me through it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tiffany. So you finally figured out how to get on. Good deal. Rochelle, I was just telling them about the, I know you call on Thursday nights. I'm like, I'm on a live with my friends. So a lot of these guys that are in here are part of that live makeup. So really good people here.
Yes, Tiffany is awesome. Thank you so much for helping us.
Yes, indeed. So, Tiffany with Mud and Mascara Homestead is a moderator, and she's a very good helper and a very good new friend. And we met through YouTube, and it's just like we've been knowing each other our whole lives. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
And then, Heather Landskram is also a moderator. That's what the little blue wrenches are. If y'all haven't been in a live before, the little blue wrenches mean they're moderators. And Heather is in a lot of the lives as well. And I really trust her. And that's why I asked her if she'd be a mod for me. Hey, Miss Jan with Simply Jan Homestead.
Hi, Miss Jan. How you doing?
It's okay. You're not late. You're perfectly
late.
on time.
I don't believe
we
being
were
late.
actually late
because
we couldn't.
We were late.
Look, I'm blaming we because we're supposed to be one.
Look, I'm claiming it
He
too.
ain't
We're
taking
late.
any of the slack
We're
here.
late. We were late. See?
I was messing up trying to do the live stream through StreamYard and do Nightbot and all that. I got in over my head, so went right back to the YouTube live stream.
Sometimes you got to know your limitations.
I don't know my limitations. That's the problem. I'm going to just throw all caution to the wind,
Sometimes you
and
got
we're
to
going
know
to get
when
with
to
it.
submit.
That's
Tap
okay.
out. Tap.
No submission, no tap out. You should know that.
No, she don't tap out.
So we thank you, Heather. We thank you, Tiffany, for being mods. Miss Jan just came in with Simply Jan Homestead. Yes. She is also a moderator. I see her doing it for other people, and I really appreciate the fact that they are doing it for me.
Yes.
Or us, since he wants to say me. It was my problem with the computer. So, me, you're doing it for me, guys. Thank you.
I was on the phone trying to help you.
I'm just playing. So, it's just fun to have a little fun.
It is.
So, my sister Rochelle that popped in, Rochelle Little, she is a hairdresser. And she just left her last haircut, and she's on her way home. And she's driving and watching the live. And you better be careful. Quit typing. I appreciate the support, Rochelle, but put that phone down and drive, my girl. That's sweet of her to try to support us like this, though. But let's see. So Rochelle is a hairdresser. My stepmother was a hairdresser with us growing up from a very young age. So there were 4 of us girls. There were no boys. 3 of the 4 became hairdressers. So I am retired. I do hair for friends and family, but I'm retired because I have lung issues. I had double pneumonia 15 years ago. It destroyed most of my right lung and almost all of my right lung and most of my left lung. So I do have problems with the chemicals and the little hair follicles and stuff. So I have to be careful doing it full time. So I love it. Hey, Miss D again for coming in. Thank you.
All right.
For coming back in. I hope your dinner was good. I'm sure it was. See all that stuff y'all making and picking. And Miss D with Homestead in the Woods with D shows a lot of beautiful tomatoes and things in her garden. And I love that. I absolutely love that. She had some beautiful tomatoes on her channel the other day, and they were weighing them, and they were pretty good size. Yeah, Jan, has any more of the little chickens hatched? Thanks, Sam I Am, for asking that, because I was going to ask her that as well. Fried green tomatoes with bright bacon. See that, Christine?
Yep.
She's making fried green tomatoes with bacon too.
I can't wait to get our homemade bacon.
Yeah.
It's homemade, man.
Yeah.
We can watch it grow.
Yeah.
It's like a plant. Put the seed in the ground.
Okay.
Water it.
And 9 Acres Farm calls it bacon seeds.
That's what I'm saying. You put the seed in the ground, you let it grow.
It's kind of funny. I mean, I do eat bacon and stuff, but I am not going to sit there and look something in the face and then eat it. So.
All right. Kicking It Country. Y'all have a good evening. Be blessed.
Thank y'all so much for coming in, guys.
We'll be looking you up and giving you a subscription and subscribe.
For sure. And come check out y'all's live as well. Yes. We appreciate y'all being here. Y'all go check out Kicking It Country.
Kicking It Country.
Awesome. Yep. She says we actually are talking with a walking miracle. Are you talking about me or you, Rochelle? Because both of us are actually walking miracles.
Both really are walking miracles.
5 doctors told my family I'd never walk out the hospital, and 42 days later, I did. And it was all by the grace of God. And then Rochelle also had a really terrible wreck a few years back and was ejected. Her sunroof was open. She was ejected and it messed up most of her body parts on her right side, but she's doing phenomenal now. Thank God. But that's why I say put that phone down, girl. Don't be driving and talking and texting and all this good stuff. Eagle Trekker, can you tell us something about your channel that would make people want to come and check you out? What's your channel about, Eagle Trekker?
Oh, Heather says she was born blue in a Mustang.
Oh, wow, Heather.
Wow.
You're blessed to be here. In a Mustang. On the way to the hospital? Yes, Miss D, you are a moderator. Okay, good. I'm glad you're
oh, she's smart. She's using the phone. She's got that high-tech car.
Yeah. So it's good that you're not trying to text.
I think that car drives itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do stuff. So
like my car drives itself.
Your car?
Your car, not my car. It don't drive itself.
I was fixing to say, what car are you driving? Because my car don't drive itself.
Sometimes on the way home, it feels like it's driving itself.
Yeah. I thought my other sister, Tammy, would be in here tonight, but I know she gets really busy, especially on Tuesdays, so she probably forgot again, even though I sent her a message, but maybe next week. We did get started a little late, guys, because in case you didn't hear, we had some technical difficulties. My fault. This is only our second live. I tried to jump in there with both feet and my entire body and do Nightbot and do StreamYard, and I don't think I set up the commands properly. So I just hurried up and got out of that and came right back to just regular old YouTube to try to do the live. And Tiffany from Mud Mascara is going to help walk me through the steps and try to teach me how to get some of this other stuff going together. But I tried, and it'll get better, and it'll be a functional chat where the Nightbot will drop you links and things like that, and the weather, and we'll get all that, guys. Just be patient with us.
Eagle Tracker said, "I'm not really about anything, nothing interesting, just a friend." We like
Well,
friends.
we're glad that you're a
We're
friend.
glad you're a friend.
We're definitely glad that you're a friend, and I do see you a lot in the lives, and I appreciate you being there as support as well for, a lot of them that we're in the chats together. I think it's a great thing, guys, that we all support each other in these lives and
Certainly, yes.
in the chats to try to help each other get our watch time hours. Right now, last I checked, I had 408 subscribers, 2,591 watch time hours. We've been doing this for right at 3 months, just 2 or 3 days over 3 months. I know, I'm a little ambitious. I want to jump in there and do it all. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh, our friend wanted to get in on the live too. Our friend Becky, and she couldn't figure it out. So I'll have to walk her through it next time because I don't know how to explain it to her while we're doing this.
Link, I don't know.
Oh, thank you, Dee. Thank y'all all saying that we're doing good and that we're naturals. That makes me feel good because I'm a nervous wreck.
I feel natural. I really do.
He does. He's all about this. He doesn't mind getting in front of the camera.
I don't ever meet a stranger anyway.
I don't meet a stranger. I could talk to anybody, but I'm not comfortable with the camera. I'm not comfortable singing in front of people. I'm not comfortable even people taking pictures of me. I don't like it.
If I could sing, I'd be a country store. I'd be up there on stage.
Don't quit your day job.
Yeah, I
know. No, I'm just kidding.
And I don't look.
You're not too terrible. You're not too terrible. You sound pretty decent.
I need a cowboy hat.
But Miss Jan, how many baby chickens hatched out? If you put it, I didn't see it. Ooh, that sounds good. Miami Grill.
Need a vacation for vacation, yeah.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens when you take a vacation.
You're so tired when you get back from packing and unpacking, and
yeah, it wears you out.
It does. And just resting actually wears you out. That's sad, but it's true because we're so used to keeping up this high pace constantly that it's hard to rest.
One baby chick, huh?
No way. Oh no.
Yeah, put it in a brooder box.
Yeah, definitely put it in the brooder. And some of the mother chickens may still hatch. Usually I've had them hatch 3 and 4 days. One of them 5 days. Well, actually 2 of them 5 days later.
Yeah, later.
And we thought that was it. We thought we was probably going to have to throw away the eggs.
No.
But it worked out that they actually hatched out.
Well, let me tell you.
Put the mother eggs under that mama.
I heard peeping in the chicken coop, and I was like, it can't be. I thought the eggs were bad. And I go in there, and I
told them just leave them for a little while.
Two little baby chicks, and they're running around. The bigger hens and the roosters chasing them. I'm like, so I picked them up and brought them in and showed her. I'm like, oh, we got to, we put them in a brooder box to protect them and keep them away from any of the, because the big birds will try to, they'll peck them at them.
Yeah, and especially if you have more than one mama or more than one broody hen that's sitting there, I think they get jealous of each other, really, and they try to kill the babies because if I can't have them, you can't either. Kind of mentality.
There's that hen pecking order in there, and there's an order to that roost, the rooster. There's an order to him, and he orders them around. If you watch them, they're pretty cool. And I think when you try to introduce something different to that flock, because we got 60 something running around now, and it took us a while to get them introduced and keep introducing them, which yeah, it can be fun sometimes.
Mm-hmm. And as long as you have a nice little light on them at night, I don't think you really need a light too much in the day, but it doesn't hurt to put one in there and put it up high and just kind of watch your baby and see. I'm sure you've probably dealt with this before, but just watch your baby and see if they are getting out from under the light. They may be a little too warm. If they staying under the light a whole lot, then they may be a little too cold. Just adjust your little heat lamp where it needs to be and keep that one safe. But hopefully some more babies will hatch out and they can get in there and huddle together. I have a feather duster, a real feather duster, and I set that down in the brooder. I tie it on a string and I sit it loosely, like from the top, where they can almost like a mama get up under the little feather duster, and all the little chickens get under there and huddle together. So, and that's if they're in there without mommy, just to kind of make them feel like, a little group of them get under there.
Well, Sam, I am the last hen that we let.
Wow, 4 chickens laying on 2 clutches.
We let a hen sit, and we wasn't really worried about it. We just let her sit. So she hatched out a good bit, but as they started maturing and getting their feathers and that, we noticed it was all roosters. So that's how we wound up with almost 15 roosters running around.
Yeah.
And we haven't been letting nobody sit right now. We have too many chickens, really. So yeah, I like chickens.
I love them too, but this crazy thing.
Well,
we've got a whole coop full of them, and he says, go to McMurray Hatchery and order 25 more birds. I'm like, are you crazy? We got enough. Yeah, but we're going to need them. And these aren't meat birds. These are laying birds. We did get some for our neighbor and friend down the street.
Yes.
He's supposed to be building him a coop and taking these off our hands.
He had a lot of things come up, so we're just raising them for him, and he'll get them.
He'll probably get 5 of them for himself.
But what I like to do is when my hens start getting 3 years old, I like to introduce some new hens to the flock, because sooner or later them old hens they're going to start slowing down on laying. So I always like to have eggs. So that's why I do that. I rotate my flock and make sure we get new hens coming in. So it's kind of a process. You may spend a little bit more money feeding the old hens, but sometimes you just got to take them and do something with them. I won't say, but anyway, chicken gumbo.
What he said about roosters?
He said,
because I got this little heart down here. Oh, yeah. Well, Mark can do that. I'm not going to with the roosters.
I have no problem.
I've named these roosters and they're pets, and he's not getting these. If we have any more, which the ones we just bought from McMurray are all hens.
All hens, yes.
We made sure to order straight run hens. Straight run.
Well, it's not straight run, but they're all hens.
All hens.
Yes. And they all lay them big brown dark eggs.
We couldn't get choicey on what we were picking, because even in January when I was looking to order them, they were sold out of most everything, which what's going on in the world right now, people are buying chickens. So they had the brown layer group that you can get, but you had to, I don't remember if it was maybe 15 or 20 you had to get at one time.
No, it was 25.
Maybe it was. I know we got 25, but I think you had to.
That's why we bought 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we did get those, so we have the additional chickens to lay eggs, and we share the eggs with our family and friends. And a good friend and ex-neighbor had I had no clue. I get a big box in the mail one day of 110 egg cartons, recycled egg
Who
cartons.
was using them?
Oh, yeah. But I was like, where did these come from? There was no name on the package. It was addressed to us. And I'm like, where did this come from? So I was really pulling my hair out trying to figure out where these came from. I called my sisters. I called my friends, the neighbors. Nobody knew. And then I wound up getting in a conversation with the ex-neighbor about his cats that came from next door that I was supposed to take care of. We rescued 2 of his dogs because he couldn't take them with him. And then we had 2 of his cats that were supposed to come over here. So I called him because one of the cats came and she was trying to eat and I fed her. And I was like, what is the cat's name again? And in that conversation, it was just so weird. After racking my brains about where they came from, he said, did y'all get your egg cartons we sent you? I said, I am so glad you told me that because I was racking my brains trying to figure out where these egg cartons come from, which was a very nice blessing because now I can give more eggs to my children and friends and family and stuff like that.
Yes, Sam, I do agree with too many roosters. That's all we really need.
Yep.
And the other ones are separated from the flock.
Yeah, they just run around the yard.
Them run. They run the 10 acres or whatever they want to run. We don't really worry about them right now.
They do roost high at night.
They get in the trees and roost, so they're fine up there. So we just let them.
But my rooster boss, I have videos on Boss. He obviously come out of the roost way early one morning before we got out there. And thank God we got out there early when we did because a fox had got a hold to him and he was mangled. He was just mangled. And I was like a nervous wreck. Like, God, please help this little rooster survive because he's a really good rooster and friendly rooster. And I just loved him. He was my buddy. You know what I mean? When I go out feed the animals, he was my buddy. So nursed him back to health. And I was going to let him out this past weekend. He's in the brooder box now outside for the last week and a half, something like that. But I was going to let him out, but I decided not to because of we have another rooster in there that I'm hoping tonight I can go and pull when he gets up on the roost and get him out of there because he's a mean rooster and separate him and just put him in a cage off to the side by himself. And Mark's saying chicken gumbo. He can do what he wants with this particular rooster because he's got, I don't like saying that, but this one has a really bad attitude.
I'm gonna try the new smoker out.
He is not friendly to the chickens, the rooster. He's real brutal with even the hens. So he jumped in there with our main rooster, Rango, that is in with the girls. And he kind of took over like he was the dominant rooster. And he's mean. He'll run at us, and now he's starting to run at his at the girls and run at my grandbabies, and I'm not dealing with that. That's one thing I am not dealing with is any of these animals running after my grandbabies or anybody's children.
It will be tender, yes.
Because
oh man, I love it. Chicken and dumplings.
We have neighbors and friends that bring their grandchildren here to see the animals, and I cannot have something mean like that running. If it's mean, it's got to go.
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it this weekend.
No, don't do it around me, though. Wait until I'm not around.
Well, go take a ride.
It's not that I can't do it, guys.
She's done it
I
before.
can skin a deer. He's the one that does the...
Yeah.
But
she can skin a deer.
Once he dips it in the hot water, I can help with the feathers and things like that. But I am not a fan of...
She don't like the process of
ending the life.
It's going into its cone. You know the cone I'm talking about, where you set it in the cone and it
kind of just sits
there. Oh, I'm sorry.
So, deer hunting I can do. I haven't done it in years, but I am very good at cleaning them and putting them in the freezer. And I can do that easier because I do not look those things in the face every day.
Yep, process. Simply Jan. Yes. I like processing.
Yep, that's a good word.
Then I get the grease out. Oh, the smoker.
Yep. And it's sad that you have to do that, but
It's not sad.
when you have a farm, you have to know
Hey.
your limits and stuff. But no, I'm just saying, when you have it as a pet and it starts off as a pet and then it gets aggressive, sometimes you have to do something with it.
It's not sad. I don't think it's sad.
See, we did have some
All that time,
meat chickens, as you call
Yes.
it, that we had bought for meat,
they were.
and we raised them. And somebody told us to try the Cornish cross.
Oh, God.
We did that. Never again.
They were wild.
Never again. We did 2 different batches of the hens. We did first. My sister-in-law had bought some and asked us if we wanted half. So we bought half, and they were the big roasters. Those were great, really good chickens, no problems. When those Cornish cross, those were mean. Buddy, you open that door, they'd come at you, fly in your face and everything else. Did not enjoy that. They were just hungry all the time. I did not like that. Thanks, Bert, for being there in the background.
Yes, Sam. That's cool. Yep.
Let's see. I'm trying to read too. Yeah. So
Yeah, everything's serving a purpose.
Yep. Yep.
Everything definitely serves a purpose.
But I love deer meat.
Oh.
Don't
get me started. We used the last little bit.
we still have stuff in there for jerky.
I gotta
take
make my
out our
jerky. Yeah.
dehydrator
It cools
and do
off
some
again.
jerky.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't have to look them in the face. I'm not feeding them every day, giving them water, talking to them, petting them, all that good stuff. But as far as the chickens go, Dallas on the roasters, Dallas was like, can y'all please not kill them all? And we're like, Dallas, that's not what we're doing, buddy.
Use the word that.
And no, I'm saying that's not what we're doing, son. We're
Dispatch.
not doing that. We're dispatching. We're trying to teach them the proper language for it and going to freezer camp and all this. But he didn't understand. He was still a little young, and he was crying. He said, can we please keep one girl and one boy of those? So that's what we did. The female was perfect. She was wonderful. She actually started laying eggs. So we kept her around. She was a really good hen. The male started getting really mean, and he started challenging me on a day-to-day basis. So I was like, He come running at me one day, and I don't like being mean to anything.
What you do with him?
Especially animals. He wound up dying eventually.
Because you kicked him.
No, that was months later. But yeah, he come at me, and I had a tomato cage laying on the ground on the side, and that sucker come running at me. I drop kicked him. He went flying through sideways, not with his wings. I mean, he went sideways through that tomato cage. I felt so bad. He got up limping, walking off. But I was like, do not challenge me.
Yes, Sam, that's how I grew up too. That was one of our chores around the farm.
Yeah, my grandmother made us do that too when we was young.
And then Miss Jan, them cross, they're driven by appetite, and they get really big.
Yes, they are.
And
really fast.
They start even falling over because they get big so fast. They can't walk. So there's a time that you have to do it. You got to get it done, or you start losing them. So we know all about how big and they get huge. But they were good. They were good, especially when I put them in a gravy, Alfredo sauce with some noodles. Oh yeah. Yeah, Dallas is real happy. Yeah, he went from
he loves
do that to people. Can you cook me some more?
Yeah, can I have some more of that? I'm glad you came back in, Water Family Homestead. We're thankful that you decided to pop back in with us. And
Check the dogs.
yeah, frog legs, that's another thing
Oh,
that
man.
I have a problem with. It's not that I wouldn't eat them. It's not that I haven't eaten them, but
Do it.
one of our family members had made jokes about it when I was eating them one time about them jumping in the pan and all this stuff. And I'm like, no, I can't do it. So it just kind of turned me off. I would try it again. Everything tastes like chicken. So, and people say, well, why don't y'all just eat chicken if everything tastes like chicken?
That's not the same. I love the frog legs, alligator meat, turtle meat, snapping turtle.
My dad used to make turtle soup and eat the turtle eggs and all that when we were kids.
Duck hunt, Nutri-Rat. Man, we go get the little small Nutri-Rats. That went into the frying pan.
I've never had
rabbits.
That. Never had that. Hey,
deer,
Becky, my friend figured it out.
Pigs, of course. Wild
Awesome.
boars, wild pigs. So yeah. I could live off of just the woods.
Everybody say hi to Rebecca. That is a good friend of ours, also a hairdresser. Rochelle and I, my sister, we went to beauty school, all of us together, and they were in a class ahead of me. I had to start later because I was doing taxes at that time. I was a tax preparer, so I started a few months after them, but we had a great time together, and she's a really good friend. So I'm so glad you're here, Becky. Her name is Rebecca, but she definitely goes by Becky. So if y'all ever see her in here and you want to shout out to Becky, just say hi. Let's see. Squirrel dumplings. Yeah, when I was a young girl, we lived in the country, and all the little boys in the neighborhood had me dipping and chewing and stuff like that. Just nasty stuff, But you didn't know any better. You just did what everybody else did when you were a kid. And they took us squirrel hunting and things like that. And we would actually roll down in big, gigantic tractor tires down into the dirt pits and put our hands up in the top of the tire, big tractor tire, and put our feet and see if you can hold on the whole ride down and see if you could stay in there and not get dizzy or fall out or nothing crazy happen to you. Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. But I grew up mostly in the country.
Yeah.
Now Rochelle, my sister, she prefers more of the city life. Her and I are a lot alike in a lot of ways, but when it comes to all the country stuff, I am a country barefoot bumpkin, love running around barefooted. You probably see me in some of the videos out there with the animals barefooted.
Oh, we got a new person coming in.
And hi, Jackie, hiking with Jackie Boy.
Hiking with Jackie Boy. Hi.
I'm so glad you're here. And everybody's kind of getting to know each other, guys. Because if you attend other live chats and you get into engaging in conversation with other folks, it's good to know their first name. I mean, it just keeps the chat alive. It makes it fun for everybody. So try to get to know who you're in your chats with. Try to support these channels, guys. Go check them out. If y'all can, please drop a link for hiking with Jackie Boy, one of the moderators, if you don't mind. And again, I thank y'all. Oh, great. Thank you. I thank y'all.
I think his name is Kevin.
No, Kevin is with.
I got confused.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, is it right?
Got it. Yeah.
Oh.
I thought she was talking to Kevin in Waters Family.
Okay.
For a minute there. I'm just kind of missing in the chat, talking and trying to read at the same time. But guys, just check each other out Support each other. Try to attend as many lives as you can. Encourage, support, subscribe, like everything that you would hope somebody would do for you in your channel. Try to give that back to your community. And this is what we all are, as a really good community that's working together to try to support and help each other to grow, because that's what it's all about, guys. We're not meant to be alone in this world, and we're not meant to do everything alone. So it's really nice to know that you have such a wonderful team of people backing you up. So I really, that's okay, Miss Jan. Thank you. I really, really appreciate the moderators, that come into the chats. They don't have to do this, guys. They volunteer their time. They help. They watch that we're not getting trolls in the chat and things like that. They're trying to keep it clean where we don't have foul language and things like that. They help drop links. So cannot thank them enough for being in here and helping out. I greatly appreciate every single one of them. I made several of my friends from other channels, moderators that I know has modded in other channels and other lives. I've made them moderators in here, hoping they don't mind. Most of the time they don't. They like it, and they're very, very good at it. And it just keeps the chat flowing nicely. And sometimes we can't say hi because the chat will get to moving real fast and we'll miss somebody. It's not because we intentionally are not saying hi to somebody, but your name might have jumped up past us and we didn't see, excuse me, I'm grabbing water. We didn't see your name. So we're not trying to forget anybody in any of the lives ever. It's just, it happens sometimes where you don't see. If they're very lively in the chat, and that's the best thing to do, is even if you're making small talk in the chat, then we can see that name pop up again and say hi when we might have missed them the first time. Hey, Drunken Chef Barbecue, so glad you're here. So that's another one, guys. Go check out Drunken Chef Barbecue. Really good, fun channel to watch. You got anything to say, Mark?
Yeah, sure. Well, Sam was talking about the what he learned in the woods helped him out in his military career, and I agree. The things I've learned in the woods and
absolutely
the things I've learned in the construction industry and all that goes hand in hand to be a better man.
Thank you so much.
And better, rig stuff up when needed, or better to pull something out and tie rope and just be able to do stuff and not rely so much on other things, but your own self-reliance and what you learned in the woods. And I think it's important that we pass that on, to whoever we can teach that to, and keep the tradition of hunting and fishing and raising the chickens and raising rabbits and all that stuff.
And guys, this is why we are homeschooled in Dallas as well. I know people say y'all are protecting him too much. Not letting him, a lot of people, not letting him in the public schools, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
but
okay. He can build a house when they can't.
Right. We want to teach him practical things and things that's going to help him survive and raise a family and not be like some of these kids in the world that don't have a clue. We want him to know how to physically build his own house if he has to, and things that could save him money, teach him things, to gardening or the raising the animals or anything like this. It's important that this generation, he is 14, will be 15 in December. And it's very important to me that he doesn't get caught up in what's happening right now in society.
Well, let me just say
I don't want anything like that pushed down his throat.
Let me just say this. He can read a tape measure.
Yep.
And he's been on jobs with me, and we've been doing facial and soffit together. And I said, hey man, cut me a 40
Helped
open,
us build a
cut me
shed.
an open 45 on that soffit board, and he can put the saw on a 45 and cut a straight 45 and hand it to me, and just as perfect as I can now. So he's really progressed in with his hands and be able to use a drill and nail guns. I'm teaching him plumbing, so he will be, he'll be ready
Amen.
for the
Out and
real
about with
world.
Sam, I am.
He'll be ready for the real world. I'm not saying he we want him to go to college, but he might not.
That'll be his choice, what he
It's going to
does
be
with
his
his
choice.
life.
I mean,
But I will prepare him for that
Oh,
if
yeah.
he wants to test.
yeah,
And I told him that this year. He's going to be in 8th grade. His birthday's in December, so he's like behind a little. But when he is able to go and
Yes.
test in case he wants to go to college or anything else, he should be ready. And that's what I told him. If you don't goof off and you learn what I'm trying to teach you, you will be ready. Hello, Tilted K Homestead. Thanks for coming in.
a little tilted.
But that's what we want him to be, a well-rounded, prepared, really good member of society. Know about community, things like that, guys. These public schools and all that they're pushing, I can't do it. I mean, I would have to, beat myself up if I got lazy and said, I just don't want to do this no more. Is it a challenge? Yes, it is. It's a big challenge, especially dealing with a child his age, because teenagers aren't fun. They get lazy at this age. They want to play games. They want to, told him this year he's going to buckle down and put his nose to the grindstone, learn stuff, or his phone, anything electronic will be taken from him, because I'm not playing when it comes to education. I want him to be well-rounded and prepared for the world.
Just
For what?
There's so many kids his age or beyond his age right now can't read a tape measure. They do not know how
Can't
to
even read a
tape
ruler,
measure.
much less a tape
They
measure.
They cannot break a fraction down. They cannot do it. And everything in this world is math. Everything we do, you have to know math. I mean, you have to be able to read that, but knowing math is important to know math. Because every career, I mean, if he decides, I'm going to be an engineer, well, you need to know fractions. You got to know math. So even in my career, I had to know math.
And he's like, Mima, I just don't like math. I said, too bad. Get over it. I said, because you're going to use it in everyday life, whether you're cooking, building, grocery shopping, you're going to use it. And I want you to know how to use it properly.
Yes, trade school.
I don't believe in the Common Core junk.
Trade school is important. I've done my trade school in plumbing.
You're right, Miss Jane.
I've been to coastal truck driving school. I even had my CDLs. So I'm well rounded, and I recently gave my CDLs up, but I think I'm going back to test again and get my CDLs back, because it's another thing I can do. I can drive a truck like my eyes closed, and big Peterbilt shift gears and tow dozers around and do that. So that's what I told Dallas. I said, you'd never stop learning.
Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Becky.
Never stop going to school. Never stop getting license or whatever you need to do the job, because everything you have in your pocket that you can pull out and show, man, hey, I have this trade and I have this trade, makes you more valuable than the next guy. So that's how I was taught, and that's how I'm teaching him to know, hey, you can drive an 18-wheeler, you can make money.
And I am a jack of all trades, master of none as well. I have several different things under my belt, because I raised 3 children mostly by myself. So I would work 2 and 3 jobs. I have a degree in business, and I'm a licensed hairdresser, which I've let my license pretty much retire when I retired a few years back because of my lung condition. I love doing hair. I still do it, like I said, for family and friends. I miss sitting there talking with the ladies and the guys and all that would come in, your regular customers and things. And that was a great, great relationship with people that I hated to walk away from, but I knew health-wise I had to. I've owned a restaurant. I've done many, many different things in my life, and all this is good to contribute to um, our business that we have together. We've been together, if you're coming in late, for almost 12 years.
Yeah.
We both love animals. We both like to build. We both have a lot of things in common that we both can do. What he doesn't know or barely knows, I might know a little more, and vice versa. So we really work well together
She's good with taxes.
with taxes, with business stuff, a lot of it, or organizing, things like that.
Oh.
I just don't like all this technical stuff. Even though I did taxes and I had to use a computer to do it, I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. I'm just not real technically savvy when it comes to the new computers.
Yes.
When back in the day, I would play on them and knew a lot more. But now, they have so much going on that I'm like, I don't like these things anymore. And then you got to worry about all these.
Miss Becky said that you're a writer too. You write beautiful poems.
Oh, thank you, Becky.
I wish you get to write and start selling them things. Oh, she can paint pictures too. She paints really good.
Well, thank you.
She won't get to paint.
Paint,
baby, paint.
These are hobby things for me. And it's like you have to have time. You have to have time. So hopefully, prayerfully, if God gives me more time when Dallas is grown, I'll have more time to do the things that I really like. Because I have to pour so much time into him, especially now. Yesterday, I went and registered him again for homeschooling. You have to register every year so that they know that these kids are in some type of schooling. So they can do a pop inspection to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do. I do keep a binder every year, big thick binder with all of Dallas's work in it. I make him date everything. For one, I want him to get in the habit of knowing, put your name and date on everything, because if it ever gets lost, at least you know who it belongs to and when it was done.
She said pop inspection is like one officer for like 100,000 miles.
Yeah.
So I like to see him worry about a pop inspection for one child.
Well, I'm not so much worried about a pop inspector. I'm just worried about, I want Dallas to know that
I get it.
Even though he's homeschooled, he's still under the guidelines and rules of the school system.
Oh, yeah.
And that he still has to
get his work done.
Because if he thinks that there's a tiny little window that he doesn't have to be consistent in his work, he's going to say, well, it's not really important. I don't have to do that. And
he's going to be getting up at 5 o'clock with me when I'm leaving.
Right. Feed the animals.
He's going to do his chores.
Do his schoolwork.
I'm going to tell him goodbye. And then he's going to come inside and do his schoolwork. And then I'll be on the phone with you making sure while I'm driving to work.
Right.
Simple.
It's, a job. And, a lot of people say, why do you try so hard with this child? Just let him go back to his mom. No way, no how. Not that I don't love my daughter.
No, we got to finish it.
But we've came this far. We're going to finish the job.
Yeah, go finish it.
And that way, one day I can look back and say, he's a well-rounded human being, and God put me and Mark in his life to do that, to build him into a decent human being.
Well, this is one of my ideas with him too. He's going to be driving here shortly. I want to buy an old square body Chevrolet. And
we got one of our cats that comes in through the window.
Come on, BK, brother.
Sorry, he's
there you are.
Jumped up there and is wanting to get in here. So sorry about that, guys.
So one of my dreams is for him is I want to build a truck with him.
Thank you, Rochelle.
I want to find an old 80 model or before 80 model Chevrolet or Dodge. I'm a Chevy Dodge guy, and I would like to just build an engine with him, paint it with him, and make him do 85-90% of the work. That way he knows when he gets in this thing, he drives it and he cranks it up, that he done the work, and it's going to be his truck, and that way he knows. Well, I'm not gonna tear it up. I'm not gonna let my friends drive it. This is mine because I built it. So
Yep.
that's one of my goals for him right now. He thinks he's getting a little Toyota car, but now he's getting a truck. He's gonna be a truck boy with big tires, and I like to put maybe a 350 in it with a little cam in it.
But it's not about your dreams, it's about his. You help him learn how to do that,
Well,
but he still has a choice of
we're
what
gonna make it loud
he
and
wants
proud.
to drive.
Loud and proud.
No, I don't like loud.
Gas eating.
No. We ain't doing loud because I don't like loud people coming through the neighborhood, and I sure don't want him to be that kind of person that aggravates somebody else.
He won't be aggravating nobody. He might go to the track with him race.
But it's
It's all
not like
fun.
it's not like when you were young,
What you mean?
the track and all that
The
stuff.
track's still open.
It is, but it's not. You don't have the kids
If I
that
had the money, I'd be building me something too.
are actually engaging in that now. They're all
Oh,
sitting in front
man.
of computers doing their own thing
Well,
every
that's the
day.
problem, man. People quit working
Thank
on
you, Miss
vehicles
Jan.
with their babies and quit teaching them how to change brakes and that.
Right, because people want to hand their kids a phone or computer,
No,
and that's what babysits them 24/7.
no, that's what I'm
And
saying. Next year,
That's not healthy.
God willing, we're gonna find something. He's gonna start taking the fenders off. And, I got the
Yeah.
two spray guns out there, and
When we do oil changes and work on the tractor or the vehicles, we do make him come out there
Yeah.
and watch what's going on and try to learn.
he thinks he's getting my truck. That's his goal, and he ain't getting that truck. No, that truck. He ain't getting that truck.
So, Bert Window, you want to tell us anything about yourself besides the fact that you said you were an alien last week?
Oh, that is the alien.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the alien.
Yes, Miss Jan, that's what I'm saying. He would take. He's gonna respect it if he smashes his fingers a few times putting it together, or he realizes what it takes to do
Yep.
it. He's gonna respect it, and he'll know better than to tear it up.
That's
And,
right.
So
That's right.
yes, thank you for that comment.
And that's kind of like what I was saying earlier. If we just give to these kids and they're not working for it or learning to appreciate it, and that, because I have friends that just, every time their kids say something, they want something, they cough, I want this, they run out and buy it for them. I don't think that's healthy, guys. I don't think it's healthy at all.
Nothing to tell. I'm afraid scientists might know my identity. Don't want the alien body. Oh, okay.
Gotcha. That's funny.
Okay. I've
I'm
seen
with
aliens though. I've really seen aliens. Alien
If not,
ships
they sure made it look like it out
flying
here.
over here. I called my neighbors. They all came down. I mean, they live a mile down the road. So I'm like, hey man, please come down here and see this. And we all stand there like, oh, what is this, man? We all look at one another. Everybody's like, I'm going home. I've seen enough. But there's these big ships, look like triangle things, all kind of weird lights around them, and two little ships come out and went shoo, and then the big one went shoo, and we're like, oh, see you later.
And then the guy's son is like 33 or 34.
Yeah, he's like 33.
And he's like, I got to go back home to get the Vaseline. I got to lube up.
Oh, he
I
was
was cracking
he
up.
went back with his dad and got in the vehicle and went back to where he's from. He said, I don't like this country life.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Aliens are roaming the sky everywhere because they don't know.
You crash landed in the Philippines.
Philippines
Gotcha.
came to pick you up. Wow. Well, I don't want to be picked up by them. I don't want to be their friends. I'll
But we'll be your friend.
I'll
Bert
say
Window.
hi to them. I wave at them when they come flying over me, and I'm like, whoa, and they're gone.
But we'll be your friend.
And
Bert.
the funny thing, the ships don't make no noise.
No, it's so weird. There's ones that make noise and you never see them. They're like above the clouds. And then there's ones that night that him and the neighbors and all saw that were like totally silent, but you could see the lights and all. Really weird stuff. Really weird stuff.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that weird stuff.
Yeah,
People
we're
might
not
think we're
going
weird.
there.
People might
We
think
are
we're weird.
weird. We are weird. Why not? No.
Entitled society, yes, Miss Jan.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's sad because these kids nowadays walk around and they don't think they have to do anything. They just think that everybody owes them.
Yes.
And that's why this country is kind of in the shape it's in. I don't want to get political, but just because of that mentality, you know?
I will let him know. I'm trying not to talk to him, though.
Gotcha.
Just kidding. I'm just joking, people. You know,
um,
have a little fun.
but, you know, we're hoping in September, we're almost 100% positive, but that we're going to have some little goat babies.
Well, kids. We call them kids.
And
Baby goats. Goats.
when you raise goats,
Little
you
bitty
definitely
goats.
understand why they call our children kids, because they act just like them. They're hard-headed. You got to butt heads with them all the time, but they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, sometimes you're just not sure. You're just kind of like, I saw something. Yeah, let's move on from it.
Right? You kind of don't want to admit it because people think you're crazy.
So we're really excited about the baby goats, the kids, because we've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
Hopefully the buck, I call them bucks because they're bucks, the buck goats, the male goats, did their business and they did a good job, and we get healthy kids.
The baby goats are a blast.
We get some healthy kids, right?
We have not had any born here. We had our two little boys, or the first ones we had, Simon and Sullivan. Our friend
gave it to us.
Gave it to us for
But
babysitting all of her animals while they moved.
They brought their whole farm here.
Yeah, they did. We had to watch their whole farm, build temporary cages.
Built temporary cages and took all their goats, chickens, and rabbits and
everything.
Everything we took them on and
fed them and took care of them. And their house
and
didn't close. Yeah,
I missed them. I got where I fell in love with everybody. I'm like, man, I can't believe this. And it was like a letdown feeling when they left. I'm like, man, I really fell in love with them. So they said, if you want them two baby goats, you can have them. I'm like, yeah.
Because they didn't want them anyway. The males really, they already had their male and all, and they didn't want any more males. So we was happy to take them and had a blast watching them growing up. And then I bought a goat,
Precious.
A little pygmy goat.
Precious.
From a friend.
Yeah.
Precious, and she's a tiny little goat, and she's got
Attitude.
wattles, little things that hang down right here called wattles. She's definitely got an attitude, but she was full rotten.
I think she is pregnant because she's been awful mean to me.
Yeah, and that's.
I mean,
you haven't been here, so she's
been
probably
headbutting me, and she comes to me and she looks at me like, "What do you want?"
And then I bought Gretel too.
Gretel.
From another friend.
And she's a sweetheart.
And she's a little, And she's a sweetheart.
Then we rescued Molly.
3 of them.
Well, Nana, the big brown one, we rescued her. We rescued Molly, and we rescued Little Buck. So all 3 of them.
Nana's the mama to Molly and Little Buck. And they were not real friendly because they didn't have a whole lot of human interaction.
We had to chase them down too.
Yeah, they would feed them, but that was pretty much it. The guy was getting dementia.
Field that was grown up. You could barely see the goats.
I was scared to go in there and chase them because of not knowing if there was snakes.
We had to go in there and chase them down, and when you chase something like that, they kind of not like you,
leery of
But now, Molly and Little Buck. I mean, you can see in the videos. Molly, I mean, she's in love with me. I mean, she screams at me to come pet her, and
she's so sweet now.
She is a sweetheart. And
Nana's still unsure. Buck will let you pet him some, but Nana will come, but she's not.
I think Precious is jealous of Molly and Gretel because Gretel loves on me, and then Precious comes and headbutts her or butts her out the way. I think they're real jealous, and I do think they're pregnant because you can see their moods changing like a pregnant woman,
and you can also see their udders now hanging.
Well, their udders are hanging down, all that stuff. So, yeah, September, come on.
But
we have some babies.
These animals are a blast. We love them. We love them all. We've had to turn down quite a few of the rescues lately because Mark's work wasn't steady anymore, and it's just hard when you can't
It's steady now.
afford to take on anything else. You know, the animal food has done increased in price, like almost double some of it.
Don't tell them that.
And it's just sad because, you know, we want to keep taking in rescues and stuff, but I don't want to take in something and then have to get rid of it too. And then it go through that transition of from one family that couldn't take care of it to wind up with somebody else that couldn't take care of it. And then they got to learn somebody else. They have emotions too. So I don't want to put them through that. I'd rather not deal with them, bringing them here and then take the chance of losing them.
Everything out there in the field running around has emotions.
Yep.
I mean, when I'm leaving for work, they have emotions. The dogs, the cats, everybody's like, where's he going? You know, they don't want me to leave, but, you know, I have to go because I got to buy food for them. I got to buy food for us and everything else. But they all have these emotions in the morning. It's heartbreaking because they're crying. They're like, you know, you're like, I'll be back, you know, and the dog's looking at you like, where are you going?
All right, Tiff.
So they all have these emotions.
I want to get some peacocks. I want a breeding pair of peacocks. And I've always thought they were beautiful from a child.
You don't understand how loud. Like Cookie and Peanut. That Cookie and Peanut.
You got nerve talking about loud. You bought these pigs here.
They're loud.
That are unbelievably loud.
You know, how could bacon taste so good and they can smell so bad? You know what I mean? But they do smell. You got to keep them clean and all that. But we're gonna separate them. But the peacocks is like they like do the screaming thing, and all this, and guinea hens. Guinea hens are loud too. I don't know if I want to get guinea hens. I had them when I was a kid. And they run around, they scream. Every time you pull in the driveway, they go nuts.
People say they're good for ticks and for keeping out bugs and all, but I just don't know if I want to deal with.
They're loud.
I heard they were super duper loud.
They're super loud. And what they wind up doing is they run off anyway because they like running off. So they hard to keep in one place. They're not like a chicken. Chickens stay around your house. Them guinea hens, they're gonna run off. They're gonna go get in the road. They're gonna go find something to get into. And peacocks too, they're gonna fly up in a high tree or something, and next thing you know, they fly off.
And we also have rabbits. We have the New Zealand California mix rabbits.
Meat rabbits.
He likes to call them meat rabbits.
They
I don't
like
rabbits. To think of them as that, but
they like this big.
I just decided one day let them all go.
Well, we got them running around. They're free ranging.
Some of them's running in the yard, and some of them, because we were going to take them to a farmer's market type thing where you can sell your animals or sell your produce or anything like that. But Mark wound up getting sick, really bad sick. We had the vehicle loaded up, the truck with the cage and everything to put him in.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, he got sick, so that fell through, and then they getting a little bit bigger, and it was a whole month before it happened again. And I was like, I can't stand the thought of these little bunnies being in the cage all crammed up together. So I just said, run free, little rabbits. Well, some of them I put in there with Penelope.
Can we just tell them the truth? Someone went to freezer camp. Okay.
Yeah, you might have put some in. I'm not eating them. I'm just not doing it.
Some of them had to go to freezer camp.
Well.
And now she won't eat them.
Nope.
I'm giving some of my neighbors.
Yep. Not happening.
And let them have some. But I'm going to drop some in the grease and make me some fried rabbit.
Nope. No, thank you. There's not enough meat on there for me to worry about something giving up its life for me to have just a little bit of meat off of it.
It didn't give it up.
The deer has a lot of meat. There's difference there.
Yes, the deer have a lot of meat.
But, you know, when we couldn't get them over there to sell, he was like, I got to put some of them away, you know, blah, blah, blah. I said, I just don't want to know about it and put it in an outside freezer because you eat it, you deal with it. I don't want to.
Yeah. Well, I'm giving some away to my good neighbors, my friends that bless them with some.
But my brother-in-law, we gave one to him, and he bought some over here and was like, just try it. He made it really good. I tasted it. I'm not afraid to at least try stuff. But I was like, that's it. That's enough for me. I was, you know, tasted it because he was nice enough to cook it, but it's not something not something I want to eat. I mean, I love rabbits so much. I don't want to do that. And I know we do have a farm,
I mean, look, they're
you
cute,
know, and
cuddly, but
if we had to feed our family, if things got really bad and we had to eat them,
it's coming to that.
you know, and there was nothing else running around the woods or something and we had to, before I'd let Dallas and Mark go hungry, I could go days without eating. I'm used to fasting and stuff. It doesn't bother me. But before I know that they're hungry, I would
I ain't going hungry.
do what we have to do.
There's too many critters walking around the woods.
So,
I know how to clean raccoon too.
yeah.
It all tastes good after you smoke it. I mean, it really does. You smoke it, put a little season on it, salt, it will taste good. Especially you put that hickory pecan in there. Well, we got some good redwood trees around here too. Yeah. Yeah.
But he's a little on the weird side. No. But if you are trying to grow your channel and we're going to do the shout outs on here on our lives on Tuesday nights. Next week it's going to be at 7. We started off at 6 this evening, but it didn't happen right at 6 because we had technical difficulties. Next week it'll be at 7, and if we have to tweak it after that, we will. But 8 o'clock is the latest I want to go as far as starting a live stream. But I think it's important that we do these live streams on different channels and get to know each other and get to exchange information, to go and check each other out, to subscribe to one another, to support one another, watching each other's videos, and giving each other thumbs up, making meaningful comments on their page, not just oh, that's great or cool or something. Sometimes, guys, just think about, because you are a creator, most of you in here are YouTube creators, and you like people leaving meaningful comments. You don't, I know we all get busy and sometimes we don't want to read a long comment, but sometimes it's just that one comment that touches your heart and it gets you through a hard day because somebody said something kind in your comment section that made you feel really good about that video that you didn't think was worth anything that you put out, and you was like, that's a bummer. I didn't want to put that video out, but I needed some content. And you kind of get down on yourself. And it's nice for people to actually encourage you and cheer you on. So I think it's important, guys, that we do that for one another, that we encourage and support each other. Now, I said hi under my name in chat, and just because I'm doing the chat on my personal device and Mark is doing it on his personal device, because it also gives time to your live stream and somebody else watching and commenting and engaging. So I think it's important, if you have an extra device, open it up in the background, run it. We need all the help we can get. So it's a good thing that, we all support one another, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. And I don't want to keep everybody on here too extra long. I love chatting. I'm having a blast. But I know My Wild Home is a really nice channel. They were doing a live tonight. I'm not sure if they just starting or they're finishing, but that's another really good one. My Wild HOLM Home with Ryan and Melanie. Y'all go check them out too. They're a wonderful listen to me, a wonderful couple that are building a cabin. They bought their own little island, and sweet, sweet people. Go check them out, guys.
Yes.
We appreciate everybody being in here tonight. I don't want to keep y'all too super duper long. If y'all will, can we hang out until 8:30? It's like 8:17 now. If y'all want to hang just for a few more minutes, and we'll make it to that 30-minute mark, since we did come in late just to get a little extra time in there.
So does
Yep.
anybody have any questions or?
All right, Jan, thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for modding for us. And we gratefully appreciate
All right, Miss Jan,
y'all.
thank you.
You, and let us know about those little baby chicks.
Yes.
How many of them hatch out and
Have
what happens. Have a blessed
week.
night.
Yes.
And guys, is there anything y'all want to shout out about your channel that, you know, will draw people in to come check you out? Have a good evening. Are you telling Miss Jan have a good evening hiking with Jackie Boy, or are you checking out too? I just don't want to miss telling you bye if you're leaving as well. All right. If you are going hiking with Jackie Boy, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
We appreciate you.
Look forward to watching your videos.
Absolutely. And y'all can't even imagine how much I appreciate the moderators and stuff.
Yes, what a blessing.
That are helping us out on our channel. And I mean, that is like a major blessing to me. And I think it's so special that y'all care enough to volunteer your time. I don't know that I could ever be a moderator. I would love to try, because I'd love to help other people in their chats as well. But it's another thing I have to learn, and I'm willing to do that. But
Mr. C's hungry.
You go feed him, honey.
Feed him.
I appreciate you.
Thank you so
Tiffany,
much.
You go take care of your husband. Thanks for being in here. Don't worry about us. We're just going to let it run a few more minutes, and then we'll check out ourselves. And like I said, guys, if you do want to leave and you want to go check out My Wild Home, definitely do that. They're a great channel as well. So think about things for next week that you might want to ask us, or you might want to tell. That way you could be a little better prepared. Maybe you want to tell something about your channel. Once I figure out the live stream with the StreamYard and Nightbot and all that stuff, I would love to do the panel thing and bring people up onto the panel.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
Let you tell about your channel.
Yes.
And, you know, let people get to know you outside of just seeing you in the chat, to see your face and connect a name with a face so that we can really get to know each other.
Okay, so Jackie Boy says My Wild.
Oh, it's on Wednesday. Okay.
On Wednesday.
I don't know why I was thinking they were tonight. So thank you for
that's
telling me that. Hiking with Jackie Boy. That's awesome. Because that's another one. I don't want to step on their toes, because I really like them a whole lot. And I don't want to do anything to mess up their stream or take people that, you know, I want us all to support each other, but I don't want to take myself and put myself in somebody else's time slot or whatever. But I know that we have to kind of balance each other out, because you're going to step on somebody whether you want to or not.
There's a lot of lives every night.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying,
And
ones
Sunday,
that I support a whole lot, and
Sunday's real busy.
in their
Thursday's
chat.
Real busy.
Again, guys, Thursday night, if you can, including Rochelle and Becky.
Becky said that she's going to try to get in the live chat next week.
Good deal.
Yes. Come on in early. We'll try to be early too.
But if y'all can on Thursday night get in the lives, they start at 5. I'm going to repeat it again, because great group of people. They're blast on on Thursday nights. Not that everybody in different channels aren't, but I love the little lineup. So at 5 o'clock is Gillum Farms. At 6 o'clock is White Rock
Excuse me.
Homestead. At 7 o'clock is Muddin' for Nothing. At 8 o'clock is 9 Acre Family Farm. And at 9, did I say 8? 8 for 9 Acre Family Farm. And 9 o'clock is
9
Kettle
o'clock is the
Kitchen.
last Kettle
Tony with Kettle Kitchen.
Kitchen. Yes. Thank you, Heather, for mentioning my
Absolutely.
ride home.
I love them. Each one has something to offer. That is Tiffany and Ginger at the Muddin' for Nothing. You will die laughing at them two. They're so much fun on Thursday nights. So just everybody has a different mix to add to the channel. Dale and Lisa likes to play games that everybody can get in on. Kettle Kitchen does a lot of collaborations and talking to people and interviewing people, which I may be on his live and be interviewed somewhere like seems like maybe the 17th, whatever Thursday falls into that week. I may be on his live on his panel and him asking me questions like that. So not sure yet, but that's something that we are talking about. So I think that would be fun.
The 17th.
The 17th. Okay, good deal. I think that would be a whole lot of fun to participate in.
Thursday.
The 17th. And people get to know a little more about me, maybe. And I'm pretty much an open book. But like I said, if I don't want to answer something, I'll just say I plead the fifth.
Hey, you're the face of one at a time.
Because
I'm the back of
no,
you're like
we're both the face. But it's been a lot of fun.
With you.
Been a whole lot of fun. Getting to know different people in the chats. That's fun in itself.
Definitely some beautiful people we have met, and we thank y'all. And
yeah,
man, it's just amazing how
wonderful community that
everybody's
supports
come
each
alongside
other.
of us and helping us, and just amazing. And thank y'all so much, and it's definitely amazing.
Well, thank you for still being here, Sam. I am.
Well, thank you, Sam.
But Tiffany from Muddin' Mascara, which is also part of the team on Mudding for Nothing on Thursday night. But she has been very instrumental in helping me.
Yes.
And we'll be together on the phone this weekend again with her walking me through some of the stuff, trying to teach me how to use some of these things. Yes, I could figure out some of it on my own, but why not get feedback from somebody that's seasoned doing this so that I don't trip and fall too hard? Because I'm going to tell you, I was about to lose it tonight when the live wouldn't open up and live stream on StreamYard and all that stuff. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm about to have a nervous breakdown.
Jackie Boy, very nice to meet you too.
We'll get through it. We'll get through it. But yes, it is nice to meet you too.
Heather,
it's just learning curves, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's just all things we have to step out of our comfort zone sometimes and learn new things. And I have to be willing to do that, even though I'm like, oh my God, the live won't open up.
It's like making the videos when a goat knocks your tripod over and starts stomping your phone down on the ground. You're like, whoa, stop, please. And you're like, well, that's real. Or the cat runs up and climbs up the tripod and he's pressing buttons on your phone. You're like, hey, I'm trying to make a video. Or the dog. You never
know what you're going to get. Most of the time.
Takes off with your camera.
Most of the time, I just leave it.
I'll just let it go.
A lot of it.
It used to aggravate me.
Out because it's funny.
Like when we first started making them, I'm like,
it's animals.
I was trying to get this video perfect. And then I had to realize, hey, it's not going to be perfect. Nothing's going to be perfect. It's just fun. Make it enjoyable.
And you can't be perfect with animals. No, they're going to do what they do.
They have a mind of their own.
So, but they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, Kettle Kitchen, that makes great bloopers. Yeah, it really does.
It does. Who said that?
Uh,
Oh, Katie's Kitchen.
Katie's
Welcome
Kitchen.
in. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I definitely need to do
Out
that.
about. Yeah, every day is a school day at the farm. Yeah,
Yep,
every day you learn something new.
absolutely. And then like the other day, I'm gonna be honest, I made a video and I said, nope, I had to go back and make a whole new video because I caught myself fussing the whole time
Yeah, that
because
can happen.
I went behind Dallas and was checking things, and I'm like, well, he left the bucket open. He did this. He did that. I'm like, oh my goodness, this teenage boy. I said, he's going to be the life of me. He's going to be the death of me. You know what I'm saying? I said, he's not listening. He's not scrubbing out the water. I'm very, very particular. You know, every day, everything's water. There's brushes by every single thing. Clean that water out. There's brushes hanging on the fence or right there nearby to scrub their little water bucket out and refill it. I don't want to drink out of nothing nasty, nor do I want my animals to have to drink out of anything nasty. I don't want them to eat out of anything nasty. You know, it doesn't take but an extra few seconds. There's hoses everywhere, and I hate to see them run all over the place like that.
It's no big deal. It's a 14-year-old.
The bottom line is the hoses are there by every single animal kennel so that you can properly wash out their containers. I tell them all the time,
Her cats, yeah.
don't leave the lids off of the food and walk off because it's a pretty big place. You forget something, and we've had it happen before. He forgets a lid off. It rains a whole bucket, a barrel of food, which could be 3 55-pound bags or something in one of those barrels. And then all that food is ruined, or you got to worry about flies getting in there.
It happens.
And I mean, yes, things happen, but like I told him, if you are consistent and you follow through, you start here and you end here and you methodically do everything, the animals will be taken care of. Nobody's going to fuss at you. And that's how he earns his phone, is by taking care of the critters. You know, I want him to know he's not just getting a free phone and free time on the phone. He's going to help take care of.
So Sam, I am leaving.
the
Thank
critters.
you so much for coming in.
Thank you, guys.
We look forward to seeing you next week.
Yep, we got a minute.
Katie's Kitchen. She says cats. Yes, we're up to 26 cats, so we know about cats.
Yeah.
We love our cats. They're awesome.
Yep.
Um,
But again, guys, we appreciate y'all coming in. Thank y'all so much for commenting in the chat. Thank y'all for talking to one another in the chat.
did we miss anybody?
Yeah, if we missed anybody, please pop up in the bottom before we go out here and let us know. We want to do shout outs on the channels. You know, we want to really get into this community thing because that's important. So guys, thanks again for letting us get to know y'all to know us. Come loaded with questions next week and tell us more about yourself.
We're doing 7, right?
Next week.
We're going to do 7. It gives me more time to get home. I have an hour and a half
at
drive.
7.
And if I get off at 4:35, I'll be pushing it to get here for 6. So,
which is the 8th.
yes.
So August 8th at 7 p.m. right back here with us guys on a live. Please tell your friends and other channels and have them jump over here. We'll do some shout outs and stuff and get to know each other better. Y'all have a blessed night.
And
we thank y'all for coming in.
Miss Katie,
and
we will
thanks
be
all
back
the moderators.
next week, 7 p.m. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, everybody, for coming in.
And if you haven't, check out our channel, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. We
One day
appreciate
at a time.
y'all. And as always, guys, we thank y'all for doing life together with us one day at a time.
Bye, everybody.